Tuesday, March 28. Accepting Jesus' victory. As depicted in the Bible, Jesus has never lost a battle with Satan. He is the mighty conqueror. He is the victor over the powers of evil. It is one thing to believe that Jesus was victorious over the temptations of Satan. It is quite another to believe that Christ's victory is our victory as well. Read Revelation chapter 12 and verse 10. What encouragement should you get from the fact that your accuser has been cast down? Revelation 12 verse 10, Then I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ have come, for the accuser of our brethren, who accused them before our God day and night, has been cast down. Although the battle still rages on earth, Satan has lost, period. This is true not only of Christ's ultimate victory at the climax of human history, but it is true in our battle over the principalities and powers of evil in our personal lives. Some Christians live in frustrated defeat. They are hoping for victory over some attitude or habit, but never grasp the reality of Christ's victory for them in their personal lives. Read Revelation 12, verse 11. What assurance of victory does Christ give us in this passage? Revelation 12 and verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they did not love their lives to the death. 7 times in Revelation's messages to the 7 churches, we find the expression, he who overcomes. Here in Revelation 12 verse 11, we find this concept of overcoming again. The word overcome in the original language of the text is nikao, Nikao. It can be literally translated to conquer, to prevail, to triumph, or to come through victoriously. Notice how it is possible for us to be overcomers. Revelation 12 verse 11 affirms that it is by the blood of the Lamb. In Revelation 5 verse 6, in prophetic vision, John gazes into heaven and sees a lamb as though it had been slain. The sacrifice of Christ is the focus of the attention of all of heaven. There is nothing more sublime to demonstrate the infinite, unfathomable love of God than the cross. When we accept by faith what Christ has done for us, our debt is cancelled, and we stand perfect in the sight of God. Our sins are forgiven, as we read in Ephesians 1 verse 7, Colossians 1:14, Colossians 2:14, and the accuser of our brethren has been cast down, as it says in Revelation 12 verse 10. Let's read those verses. Colossians 1 verse 14, in whom we have redemption, through his blood, the forgiveness of sins. Ephesians 1 verse 7, in him we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins, according to the riches of his grace. And Colossians 2 verse 14, having wiped out the handwriting of requirements that was against us, which was contrary to us, and he has taken it out of the way, having nailed it to the cross. We are redeemed, victorious and saved, not because of our own merits, but because of Christ's victories in our behalf. This lesson was read by Dr. Percy Harrold for Christian Services for the Blind. Sponsored by the Sabbath School Department and distributed through Hope Channel Australia, this podcast is also redistributed by Hope Channel Germany, Christian Record Services for the Blind. It is also available on SoundCloud and through multiple podcast distributors, including Apple iTunes. And you can listen and watch at the same time on YouTube. Remember, God is always faithful.